Hey guys, just a really quick unscripted update about Jax and this bad mama, as there's been more and it gets worse. And I just do not have the time right now to properly make a video for you. So this one's going to be quick. It's going to be quick and dirty, but I hope it properly catches everyone up on what's going on. Long story short, after Jax went live, people have been jumping around between his comment section and Veronica's comment section, you know, telling the one and the other what's going on. Like, well, this person said that person said that. And it led to Veronica making some comments about Jax, where some people said, you know, I hope that Jax can take the kids and that they can go live with him. And Veronica said this. She said, I don't want them to live there because his house has cockroaches and bed bugs, which is not true. Jax would confirm that the place that they moved into have this issue before they moved in, and they had it fumigated before they moved any of their stuff into this place.
So I don't know why she's out there saying this when her house looks the way it does, and the fact that she has to go to court for it being condemned and shit. I don't have those, by the way. The house had them a long ass time ago before we moved in. Maybe that's where she's saying it from, but we paid a lot of fucking money to get them exterminated because I didn't want to live with bed bugs and roaches either. So yeah, my mom's lost it.
So that's an untrue and honestly a hurtful thing to say about him. It was uncalled for, especially considering that her house has black mold, a falling down roof, lead paint, and she confirmed that there's mice. Like, that place has mice. So let's not throw stones from glass houses here, okay? Or falling down condemned houses. Anyways, but Veronica's crummy comments prompted Jax to make a video clarifying more about his relationship with his mother, specifically why things changed. And what he revealed is that he is a victim of Marty's.
Trigger warning for this next part, but she can't say that she doesn't want her kids living with bed bugs and roaches when she let a predator live there in her house for 8 years after finding out initially. I told her at 16 what had been happening between him and I, and she cried about it as if he was her soulmate and that the kids were going to lose their dad and blah blah blah.
Now, this has been long suspected because he's made posts in the past about it, talking about being a victim of SA as a child and abuse, but he never specifically, publicly, officially said it was my stepdad who did it. So it's always been kind of speculated who it could have been, and when Marty's charges came out, it was then strongly believed to be Marty, but until Jax said anything, it was still speculation. Now, I have to eat my words here a little bit because I did say in my last video that I would not reveal, even if I knew who his victims were, I wouldn't say anything. This is me eating my words only because he officially came out publicly on his TikTok and said as much, and because he's not a minor. The reality is that I've been aware of who Marty's victims are, likely are, at least two, for a while now, and I will not be saying who they are, who I think they are, or anything like that. That's what I meant by my last video, which is that I'm not going to put out there anything that the person hasn't officially publicly published to like TikTok or YouTube themselves. I'm not going to say who it is, who I think it is, what I've been told, what has been confirmed or unconfirmed. I will never do that. So just want to clarify, because technically I am eating my words a little bit from my last video, but it's because Jax, who is a 24-year-old adult, he's not a child, he just has those babyish features, publicly came out about it. And it wasn't something that he did as a, aha, take that, mom. Like, this is clearly a horrible situation for him.
To everyone saying that, oh, it's online beef or online shade, just know that I have no part in this, and that this shit my mother's saying is completely one-sided and on her end. I didn't even know about it until people brought it up to me.
And I also just want to remind people that he is not only a victim, he is grieving his mother in his relationship with her. And this isn't just spectacle, a circus. That's why in my other video, when I linked his, like I posted his username for TikTok and encouraged people to go follow him, I made it a point to state the reasons why you should follow him, which are his interests, and not because of his mother. Because these are separate things. The only reason we're even talking about it is because his mother's being a huge cunt. And I think it's important that people, especially people who are still supporting her, understand that she's been lying to everyone and manipulating everyone. And that's horrible because even I fell for it. But yes, Jack's confirmed that his stepdad is his abuser. And what's more shocking about it is that he revealed that abuse happened more than 8 years ago. So up until that video, we've been under the impression that this is a relatively new revelation, 2020, 2021-ish. But no, this is over 8 years.
So she has no room to talk about who or what she wants our kids living with, considering the fact that she knew about him for 8 years. And it was only the last 4 years that it actually really mattered. So...
And moreover, not only has it been more than 8 years that Veronica has known about the abuse of at least one of her children.
I just thought that, that love was not giving up on a person, And, kind of towards the end, before I found out about how horrible of a person he was, it was especially horrible because I had thought things were going really well, like we were actually getting along. I thought, wow, finally he's matured and we can be happy and things can be good. Things are finally looking up, and then to find out what he did was like, you got to be kidding me. That can't be true. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. I didn't want to believe it. Sometimes, people can be very, very good at hiding themselves.
He says that he told her. So she knew, and he says that she didn't do anything about it. She wouldn't help him. She kind of made him feel like bad for wanting to report it, kind of guilted him out of it, kind of discouraged him reporting that. And one of the reasons that she kind of gave for that was because she believed he was her soulmate.
And she cried about it as if he was her soulmate and that the kids were going to lose their dad and blah, blah, blah. Like, she believed me in a sense, and we did take it in the legal route. But the fact that she made me feel like I was destroying the family while also saying, but yeah, you can totally, talk about it and take him to court or whatever, just kind of like backhanded in that sense, because now you're putting me in a spot where I feel like if I go through with this, I'm ruining the family,
And it's disgusting. It's messy. It's horrible. It's awful. So yeah, like this is heavy real world shit. It's awful. And I just feel really bad for the guy. So I want people to please hear his message about what has happened, that this falling out with his mother is not easy. It's hard. He's grieving the loss of his mother. He's clearly has mixed feelings about his relationship with her. He very much still loves her, even for all of the shitty things she's done to him. I want to reiterate and request that all of you be respectful of him, be respectful of his boundaries, be polite to him, be kind to him. And yeah, as for the bigots in my comments, y'all can go fuck yourselves. Like, legitimately get fucked. we're not tolerating that, because that part of this conversation isn't the point. His gender identity doesn't have anything to do with why this is being it's just the catalyst for all of this information coming out. And whether you agree with it or you don't, I don't care. Keep it to yourself. This is more about exposing someone who has been exploiting her family on the internet, exploiting her audience for sympathy, for donations, emotionally manipulating everyone around her. And we need to stop supporting that. Stop watching, block her, whatever you need to do. No more views, no more attention. I'm probably not going to be covering her for the rest of this year, at least. I may do an update if she loses the house, but I'm pretty over it, not gonna lie. I'm over her train wreck and the ugliness of it. It's just, it's gross. Anyway, this is an unscripted ramble. Thank you everyone for watching, liking, subscribing. I know I have a bunch of new members. I need to update my thank you screen, so I apologize if you didn't get included in this video or the last video. It's not on purpose. It's just I need to update the thing. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye!